everybody does monthly favorites, this is going to be different. Instead of the usual skincare, hair care, body care favorites in each category, we are going to split this series into 3 parts. Number 1, problem solvers of the month. Products that actually change something, cleared texture, worked on blackheads, acne marks, etc. Second, things that surprised me. Products I did not expect much from, but they actually impressed me. And the opposite of that, things that disappointed me, which means products that there was a lot of hype for or I expected too much from but did not deliver. And the last one, things I would repurchase immediately, which is the true test. If I'm going to spend my own money to purchase something, you know it's good. Let's get started. First up, the problem solvers. These two. I'm not talking about this one on its own. I'm talking about these two together. This is a Korean product, Innisfree clay mask, volcanic clay mask. Innisfree has a very nice range, volcanic Jeju range, Jeju volcanic or volcanic Jeju, I'm not sure. Volcanic, oh my god, volcanic Jeju. I need to do my research well. The Jeju volcanic range is basically a lava kind of charcoal lava kind of a ingredient, and the entire range is meant for like oily acne prone skin people. So the clay mask is from that, and this is from a very, I'm not gonna say underrated, this is from a small Indian brand called Underrated. It's their 2% salicylic acid serum. This is the clay mask. These two together, insane. I'll show the routine here, but they work so well on blackheads, sebaceous filaments, and keep your pores really clear. So if you're someone struggling with bumps, close comedones, next problem solver is Mars High Coverage Foundation. Every influencer was raving about this when this was launched. I swear this is one product where influencers were right about. This has solved the problem for me of concealers and layering, because this has covered everything, just one layer, and it covers all my dark circles, dark marks, everything. So it's a one and done product. If I'm getting late for the office in the morning, this is what I use. But the only problem with this is it transfers a lot throughout the day, so it will move everywhere. You'll have to set it really well with a powder. That's it. And I got two, I'll put my shades here. I got two shades of this because I did not find my right shade. This one is too light, the other one was too yellow, so I mixed both of them and used it. Coming to things that surprised me, guys. The Lakme Vitamin C Skin Tint. I have used skin tint before from Smashbox, from Mars, not a skin tint, it was a BB cream, sorry. Maybelline Skin Tint. This one is so lightweight and it actually has coverage. That's what surprised me the most. And it gives a very nice, it has some shimmer particles, but I'm not going with the vitamin C complex or whatever. The ingredients are too less for it to actually show you real benefits of vitamin C. You will obviously need another vitamin C serum. This is just a good add-on, but I use it for like low makeup days when I want something very light on my skin. Still give me coverage, still give me that even toned skin. This is it. The next thing that surprised me was the Dermaco Kojic 2% kojic acid serum. I had used this before. It got badly oxidized, if you can see. So I thought this is a useless product, but then again I tried it recently and it worked so beautifully on acne marks. Even though it got oxidized, it still worked. I mean, it's close to getting oxidized, it's on the way. That's why this is on my The third one is this Stays Mascara, All Eyes on You. I am surprised because I was using a Mars mascara before this. I'll put the link, I'll put the product here, which I thought was the best mascara because it was so affordable and gives you so voluminous lashes. But this one outbeats that, I don't think that's a word, but this one beats that by a mile. This one gives me length and volume both. That's why I love it. The fourth product is the Conscious Chemist cleansing oil. This surprised me because it's so affordable and how good this is. If you follow me on Insta, you know I had posted a reel where I had given an opinion that Korean cleansing oils and balms are much superior to the Indian ones, which is still true. I still believe in that, but this is one of those rare products which is so good. It does the job and it hasn't broken me out yet. It removes the makeup properly, it cleanses off well, does not leave a greasy residue. Now, products that disappointed me is this Moisture Kick spray. this one particular Instagram influencer that I follow, she posted about this. She posts about this a lot. I saw this in one of her reels and got it, but this has not. So this is basically a spray conditioner which you spray on your hair right out of the shower to control frizz and add moisture to your hair, but it did not add any such moisture to my hair. I was highly disappointed because this was very expensive for me. This was around 800 something. The next is the Hyphen Golden Hour sunscreen. This, the internet hyped again up, and I also thought it was very interesting seeing the glowy shimmery particles in a sunscreen. But this is a tinted sunscreen with like shimmer particles and some good skincare ingredients. As a tinted sunscreen, this has only one shade, and that shade is a little orangey on me, and just the shade is bad. I wish they launch more shades in this. Last on the list is Chemist and Play exfoliating body scrub. This I feel is too messy. It's too old-fashioned way of using a scrub, and it has natural AHAs, which is not the same as your regular AHAs, glycolic acid and lactic acid, and coffee brown sugar, which you can make at home. So I would not spend 200-300 on this. I would just make a regular sugar scrub at home and use it. But the body wash is really good from the same range, which is the body wash. If you want a scrub, recommendation with the Body Wise body scrub 10% lactic acid is a very good example of a modern body scrub. This is very old fashioned. I'm not a fan of this. To the last section, which is my instant rebuys. I would buy these products like this. First is the L'Oreal Clarifying Shampoo. I'm already halfway and I'm going to repurchase. I've already made up my mind. My weekly hair wash routine cannot go without this. Cleanses my scalp so well, and for someone with dandruff prone scalp. I don't have oily scalp as such, but I have very flaky dandruff prone scalp. I need a clarifying shampoo in my routine, and this is so good. The next on my rebuy is the K-Beauty Hydrating Foundation. This is actually my second bottle. I have already rebought it. And so the thing is, a base product becomes instantly favorite when you get the right shade, right? Which is this one for me. 135 N medium is my right perfect shade. And being a neutral, N means neutral, being a neutral skin tone person, I struggle to find shades, and this is my perfect shade. This is so hydrating, non-cakey, a perfect everyday foundation. Another instant rebuy is Minimalist 10% niacinamide serum. This is so good at controlling oil. This is the 10% one, not the 5% one. The 5% also I have used. The 5% feels more hydrating to me. It's a bit heavier. This one is much lighter, better for oily skin than the 5% one, and I have noticed so much difference with my bumps with this, and obviously while I was using this routine too, the clay mask and the salicylic acid serum. So something I would definitely buy again. That's it. Every month I'll do this edit, problem solvers, instant rebuys, what surprised me, what disappointed me. So check back, subscribe so you don't miss the next month.